What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more StarCraft II, and we have conquered Char. As is evident, I just noticed by the background here. Look how cool it's actually like dynamically changed.
Our Leviathan is able to travel to another world at your command.
Don't you dare interrupt me, Isha. But if you look in the background, the fortress has been destroyed. Mutalists and overlords are just kind of flying around at their leisure. And these other guys, I forget what they're called. We'll see them eventually. These little fluttery dudes. But yeah, we still have lots of conversations to have. We have some evolutionary stuff to do with our banelings. We got a lot of stuff to do today. Let's talk to Zagara first.
I am so powerful. I feel as if I could be a threat to you now.
Listen well, Zagara. Someday you might rule the swarm. If you think you can take it now, make your move. But the next time we fight, it is to the death. All or nothing.
I will serve you and learn from you. And perhaps someday, I will lead the swarm. But not today.
And what lesson did I teach you?
Vision, my queen. You taught me vision.
The swarm is powerful, but power is not enough for its leader. I defeated Warfield not through numbers or strength. I simply possessed vision, and he did not.
I will remember it, my queen.
Such a cool dynamic between the two of them. She understands that, like, just her having all this power is not enough, that she actually has to have, I'm not going to call Zagara a tool exactly, but she has to have weapons in her arsenal. She has to have leaders under her that are also powerful and clever. It's such a cool dynamic that they have, and it's very realistic to me. It rings kind of true. If you were the head of an entire species, an entire race, and you were its only kind of intellectual head, right, you would understand how vulnerable the entire race is if something were ever to happen to you. And that's exactly what did happen. As soon as she was defeated, her swarm fractured, and now we have all these Pharaoh Zerg everywhere that we're kind of like trying to bring back into the fold.
Char is ours, once again.
Our enemies should fear us.
We still have a long way to go.
We are numberless, we are relentless, and we are evolving.
We are also done on Char. I will decide on our next destination soon.
Alright. So I'm pretty sure we went and looked at Kerrigan, correct? Yes. Okay. Now let's go to the evolution pits and talk to Abathur and conduct our baneling
I'm going
evolution.
to look into your memories and find out why I feel so angry when I see you.
Memories not important. Distractions.
I see it in your mind. You designed the Queen of Blades. Your limbs wrapped me in the chrysalis.
Weak and soft. Broke bones. Tore flesh. Improved you.
If you weren't important to my plans, you'd be dead right now.
Unclear.
Abathur's like, I don't understand this entire concept. All I did was try to make you good.
Baneling strain ready for augmentation. Discovered creature with powerful essence. Good adaptation for Baneling. Defeat creature. Assimilate essence. Create new strain.
Alright, so we've got the green option and the purple option as we've seen before. This one is the splitter. Upon eruption, splits into two smaller units that continue the attack, which is awesome. Split only occurs once, which is worth noticing. They don't just split, infinitely. But you get more heals. That's what I'm all about. So it works. It synergizes great with what we've already chosen. And then the other option is able to jump up and down cliffs and leaps through the air to attack enemies. Another case of getting another unit that doesn't get stuck behind the front lines, which happens to banelings all the time. But in our case, the damage on the baneling is almost not even as relevant when you consider that it also heals. So let's say I have a baneling in the back. Let's say I have a big blob here, and my banelings are all kind of stuck in the back. If they're getting picked off, shot by siege tanks or something like that, which is kind of unlikely, but it could happen, then they're exploding in the back lines and mixed in the front lines and, throughout. And they're just little heal bombs going off, keeping the entire bomb That's not the word I'm looking for. The entire, like, battle ball. It keeps them fighting. Okay, let's start the mission. So I think you can already see which one I'm leaning towards. We might be an all-green playthrough. Banelings are extremely effective against tightly grouped enemies. They're also good at breaking tough defenses.
Planet Nelith. Unique life form present on surface. Mitoscarab. Organism has evolved elegant survival mechanism. Decentralized nervous system. Upon death, remains become two lesser creatures.
I want the Mitoscarab essence assimilated before the Protoss know we're here.
Alright, let's go get it. Really not much tactical stuff going on here. We instantly destroyed it. Wow, okay. Well,
Require additional essence. Prime Mitoscarab near.
man, these guys do so much damage.
Spinning sequence into Banelings.
See how they look different.
Augmented Banelings ready for combat.
They're just kind of a different color,
Let's
slightly,
introduce the Protoss to our new friends.
from what I can tell. They look pretty identical. Alright, later, Protoss.
Splitter strain splits into two smaller creatures upon detonation. Occurs only once. Delivering Banelings now.
And they do way less damage, and they have way less HP.
They are unending. More Banelings arriving now.
Thank you, Abathur. Man, they give me all the banelings.
Defend the shrine.
Sorry, guys.
The Protoss are finished. Ready your next experiment, Abathur.
Alright, so this is very obvious to grasp the potential of just
Storia,
getting basically
volcanic
extra banelings.
resource world. Hostile terrain. Thousands of banelings subjected to lava. Extreme conditions used to guide evolution. Over many cycles, adaptation occurs.
Very cool Darwinian explanation.
New strain emerges. Can leap up cliffs to avoid lava.
That's useful.
Successful specimens scattered on surface must gather.
So I would say try not to get too hung up on the idea of using them to do sneaky business with their cliff jumping. The real value...
Survivors located here must be collected. Lava rising, remain on high ground.
Got it. The real value is them being able to bypass your giant Zerg blobs and
Lava
get to the front
surges
lines
at
and do the
regular
damage.
intervals. Utilize high ground.
Got some movement out here. What's happening?
Huh. That dude did not last. Let's keep on going.
Those things can jump? Get that Hercules back to base now! Zerg forces inbound!
Let's keep on going. We can get to that last spot. This ain't fair, he said.
mining camp, extracting minerals.
I see them. Let's test out these new banelings.
Front entrance heavily fortified. Banelings unable to pass.
The base is built into the cliffs. Our banelings can travel overland and drop in from the back.
You got it. This is where the being sneaky part comes in. But like I said, that's going to be usually less relevant. Alright, if we go into the front, we're going to die.
Recommend flanking. Traverse cliffs. Attack from above.
Thank you, Abathur. Just curious if there's anything over there. Alright, let's go.
Where are they coming from?
Dominion mining facility destroyed. Experiment successful. Sequences ready for integration. Await decision.
Alright, so we'll just click on them because sometimes they give you a little bit of lore here. The centralized nervous system of Splinter Strain increased efficiency at siege warfare. Jesus, that's loud. Upon detonation, 2 baneling spawns split from remains. Continue pressing assault. Split only occurs once. Further splits invariably result in acidic fluids of limited sentience. Okay, and then this one. Hunter Strain, strategic asset. Extreme conditions used to guide evolution. Hunter Strain can propel itself up cliffs, attack foes caught unawares, able to leap over swarm troops, bombard enemies. Banelings no longer trapped behind hungry zerglings, and that's kind of the point. But we're going to take the Splitter Strain.
New strain.
Which is just free value. You don't have to think about it. You're just going to get extra banelings. Your swarm is bigger. Also, I will say that the baneling, the Splitter Strain, works really well with the other strain of Zergling that we didn't take. That makes 3 Zerglings for every one you recruit. Yeah, it's just you'll have this unbelievably massive swarm, and you'll just have all the numbers if that's what you go for. Alright, so we're done, guys. We're done on this entire planet. We retook Char, our homeworld. And that looks like Zeratul's ship to me.
Zeratul.
Damn.
What do you want?
Believe. Kerrigan, I have been to the beginning. Behold, Xeras, birthplace of the Zerg. Here the Zerg evolved, and here the Dark One altered them. Those left behind are the primal Zerg. They fight. They kill. They evolve. Just as you must, if you survive.
Damn. Zeratun's always showing up just to tell you the realest stuff you didn't know you needed to hear. And he gives us the option to go to Xeris, which is awesome. But we're not even going to look at that yet.
A brood mother took part of the swarm to the frozen moon KALDIR, where she is fighting a Protoss expedition. Nefash's brood had many highly evolved creatures. To reunite the swarm, you will need those adaptations.
Yep, absolutely. So we're finally going to unlock the backbone of your Zerg forces, the Roach and the Hydralisk. So if you're wondering why I did Char first off, it seems thematically correct because Char is like our home world. Not exactly our home world. Xeris is essentially our home world. But Char is our base of operations. We retook it. Makes sense. We freed Zagara, or we kind of enslaved Zagara, or re-enslaved her, whatever the case may be. And she is the main character that, you know, I wanted to have dialogue options for whenever we came to KALDIR. So I'm happy we did that first. Also, I don't consider, like, for me, I always try to look at, like, what the tier is on the units, and that'll kind of tell you which order you should do it in. To me, Banelings are about on par with Roaches, and Aberrations are kind of on par with Hydralisks, so they kind of leave it up to you. But KALDIR is going to be a pretty fun. I love just fighting in the snow, too. So let's go into it. We have a lot of tools. The missions on these, I remember them. At first, they're not hard, but there are some difficult missions here, and I'm going to be glad to have the extra levels in tech on Kerrigan and our units to get them done much easier than we otherwise might have. Look at the frozen hatchery in the background. That's awesome. Let's check it out.
The scouts report that Nefash set up a hive on this plane, but abandoned it shortly after.
She moved off into those ice valleys. That must be where the Protoss are.
Alright, let's talk to Zagara.
You have said you wish revenge on the leader of the Terrans, but there are no Terrans on this moon.
Nefash's brood has valuable adaptations. I need them to strengthen the swarm so that I can take down Minsk.
Surely my brood alone could defeat his forces. Terrans are weak.
Isn't that what you thought about me?
Right. What happened to that vision I've been teaching you?
I cannot detect the Dark Templar. Is he hidden on the Leviathan, waiting to strike?
He's gone. Whatever agenda he's pursuing, he's not a threat to me. Not right now, at least.
Isn't anything not Zerg a threat to us?
Do not question me, Isha.
As you say, my queen.
Right. And these are all dialogue options we would not have gotten had we come here first. So I think we can go to the evolution pit. We should be able to talk to Abathur.
Swarm suffering on this moon.
I thought you'd made my Zerg stronger than this.
KALDIR as cold as deep space. Other than Leviathan, no reason to specialize Swarm for such cold.
Is that an excuse?
Wasteful to spin unnecessary adaptations. Complexity bad. Not needed before. Needed now. We'll look for local fauna. Essence useful for swarm adaptation.
Do it.
Gonna make them cold proof. And yeah, I think that's it. No reason really to look at Kerrigan. Let's go into the mission.
Nefash moved her brood into these ice valleys to fight the Protoss. It is unknown if she will join you willingly.
We're gonna get 7 levels for this and finally unlock the Roach. Let's do it. That artwork is just so cool. This right here. It looks like a Magic the Gathering card. Most Zerg units can burrow into the ground and hide from enemies. Use this to set up ambushes or to protect your injured units.
This moon has pockets of intense cold called flash freeze storms. One such storm is approaching. It will push temperatures down so fast that almost all thermal energy will be lost. The storm will pass quickly, but while it is here, your troops will be frozen in place.
I can sense indigenous creatures nearby. Their matriarchs have powerful essence, strong enough to help us adapt to this cold.
I love all the aliens they came up with for this game too.
Swarm hungers. This world.
We're gonna meet a lot of them.
You have. I have to find an Ursidon matriarch and get her essence. There's not much time. Push ahead. Nothing stands in my way.
Could have.
This Zerg is feral. It is not under the control of any higher entity.
Out with it.
So it's worth knowing that our Zerglings can
What is
burrow
it
as
now?
well. What was I gonna say? Oh, I wished I had maybe changed up some of our
You have my attention. Another feral roach. Something is very
our
wrong.
kit for Kerrigan.
There's not much time.
Can burrow him, he won't die.
What is it? The swarm hungers.
The flash freeze is near.
I just have to find an Ursidon matriarch. Nothing stands in my way.
The flash freeze has arrived. Your troops are frozen.
These Ursidon, led by Matriarch, strong essence. Once local essence assimilated, Swarm will resist flash freeze.
Don't kill me, bro.
The flash freeze is ending.
You.
Matriarch's pretty damn strong. 625 HP. I don't want to lose any roaches. They also heal extra whenever they're burrowed.
Essence assimilated. Swarm resistant to flash freeze.
Excellent.
Well done.
And now I can sense Nefash's hive cluster nearby.
Injured roaches able to burrow, regain health.
Get going. You have my attention.
Give me this base.
Nefash's brood. The Protoss must have wiped them out. I'll awaken this hive cluster for the swarm. You have my attention.
The Protoss sense the awakening. They are aware of our presence.
The Queen of Blades. But what has happened to you? Frail and human.
Protoss. I wondered when you'd show yourselves.
We must inform Shakuras. They will send the Golden Armada. They will destroy you.
Isha, tell me the Protoss are out of range of Shakuras.
They are, my queen. However, the Protoss have silent spires that can amplify their psionic communication.
Then we destroy those spires before the Protoss can activate them.
And that's the mission. Alright, let's get to base building. It feels like forever since I built something.
Yes?
Additional matriarch essence nearby. If collected, Swarm can become more efficient in flash freeze.
I do like an efficient swarm. If I have a chance, I will hunt down some matriarchs.
Might be biting off a bit more than we can chew here.
Nothing stands in my way. Swarm
Let's run.
hungers.
Ha!
The swarm never rests. Let's get this over with.
Burrow.
Brave Protoss. Slow her down. Take the fight to her.
Out with it.
Alright, we're doing it. Just gotta keep up the drone production.
Protoss approaching the hive cluster.
You have my attention.
I'm good, we're good.
We have met the enemy in combat.
Flash freeze approaching. The Protoss will be vulnerable until it passes.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now.
So we're weaker, but they're like super weak.
Who asked you?
And this is when we need to like attack their
This
bases.
world is mine.
We have 40 seconds to come over here and like take them down. Let's build an evolution pit. also build a baneling nest.
You have my attention. Speak quickly.
What we really need to do is kill all their base defenders and all of their pylons.
There's not much time.
Flash freeze storm is fading.
Get going. Let's get this over with.
Alright, down you go. Damn, they got me.
Speak quickly.
That's alright, we did a good job. We can destroy this base and take it for ourselves.
The swarm hungers.
Alright, we'll just stay here chilling while we kind of tend to our base a little bit more. Let's get some of our upgrades going. I'm going to need another Brood Lord. We might as well make one. And let's get a Queen going as well. I'm going to send one of these drones over here just to preemptively
Out with it.
start setting up a base. And we're going to need to defend it. I'm happy we have all these upgraded going nice and neat.
Yes?
Okay, this is not good though. Losing all those roaches was like, I mean, we lost a lot of value there.
Flash freeze coming in soon.
Okay, let's start our hot groups.
Speak quickly.
Got it.
Flash freeze storm has arrived.
Press our advantage. Destroy the Protoss.
I think we're going pretty damn fast. It's just our big problem is we haven't really made any additional units yet. I think we're going to want to have 3 hatcheries if we're going to have 2 bases. My big kind of mess up point right now is that I just don't have enough little guys to hatch. And I'm going to need a lot of extra drones to build base defenses as well. Let's see.
The flash freeze is ending.
We definitely want to take the top of this ramp.
One down.
Even if you destroy our spires, we will get word to Shakuras.
Alright, let's get some queens there. We could actually use her. Let's get her, spread some creep this way. There's a lot of ways to go with the creep that we need. Spread that there as well.
Spawn more overlords.
Let's get yours going there. Overlord, Overlord. Okay, and we've got an even faster way of getting... That's actually nice. We have a faster way of getting
Short, Kerrigan.
the gas here.
Golden Armada will come for you.
Quickly.
We're probably going to lose some of what we just built. She's healing it, but just not enough. I'll be happy if we don't lose it all.
Flash freeze storm approaching soon.
Let's get those built. And let's also get at least 1 spore crawler.
Who asked you?
And as we also saw, some queens here could be quite good.
A flash freeze storm has hit.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now.
Oh, I know.
The
I
swarm
want to get them,
hungers.
but we don't exactly have an army yet. Oh, we're being attacked by these jokers? Alright, let's get some Zerglings. That's what we really need.
We require more minerals.
Alright, we're full there. Yeah, we gotta get an army. Get them all so that they gather here. There we go. I mean, this is an army. This is enough to do what I need to do.
The flash freeze is ending.
Get a lot more overlords. Get more zerglings. And let's start pushing out in a way
The swarm hungers. The swarm never rests.
that makes sense. And we'll go get that extra essence for our bonus objectives.
Get going.
Yeah, we could lose a lot here, but we'll be fine.
We must place that on creep.
More drones. Let's... Okay.
Matriarch essence useful. Visibility during flash freeze increased.
Got it. Here they come, though.
The swarm hungers.
Run! Kite, kite, kite! It's alright. She gave her life so we didn't actually lose anything really relevant.
You.
Yeah, we need just to make a ton of overlords. Let's also take this time.
Flash
Make some
freeze will be
defensive
here
stuff.
soon.
And it's definitely time for us to keep pushing forward. Especially when that flash freeze comes. Make sure we get the next tier of upgrades going. We need to upgrade to a layer. That way we can get some aberrations in here as well.
A flash freeze storm has hit.
Speak quickly. Push ahead.
We got some extra roaches for us here.
Let's get this over with. This world.
Would love to get some aberrations. Just get some more of those, and let's really, like,
What is
get
it
all the
now?
brood lords that we need.
Nothing stands in my way.
We have 26 seconds to make this work. Take out some of these defensive buildings that the Protoss have. Yeah, all these Archons and stuff.
Flash freeze storm is fading.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, my bad.
You have my attention.
Alright, and we've got enough here to take this entire, like, defensive position down. We're going to lose a bit for attacking them when they're not flash frozen.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's get this over with.
Mutation
Oh, wow.
complete.
Yeah, I didn't mean for them to go there. Okay.
You have my attention.
Let's back it up.
There's not much time.
And let us, yes, get some aberrations for tanking purposes. But let's also get some queens. And I see them coming on my mini-map. Let's go get them.
It's over with.
Get some more upgrades. Get some more roaches. More zerglings. Sure.
We require more minerals.
Oh, do I have a guy buried right here?
Flash freeze coming in soon.
Alright, we just want to be in position for this flash freeze. We're going to hit this really hard defensive spot as soon as we can as well.
You
14
have my
seconds.
attention.
Our production is in like full swing right now. Let's just get a crap ton of zerglings.
Flash freeze
There we go.
storm
Let's get
has
'em.
arrived.
Because being real, the zerglings do the damage. And look what we found. Nefash's corpse.
What is it now? Nefash, I didn't have much hope of finding you alive at this point. The Protoss will pay many times over.
Her frozen wounds bear the telltale mark of psionic blades. We're doing great, guys. We're smashing all of their different strongholds here. We've got way too many roaches. Let's get a bunch of aberrations. Because they don't get caught up on the front line. Alright, well, we're in it. We're in it now. I think we can take these guys. Even though they're not frozen. And any Zerglings that we lose are being reconstituted. Which is why I kind of constantly, you might see me hit F2. Because I want to keep grabbing the Zerglings that died. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, our army is absurd now. Down goes that second spire.
One more left.
It's no use, Kerrigan. Shakuras will destroy you.
Alright, let's go get that last matriarch essence.
Let's get this over with. Speak quickly.
We don't have to take our entire massive army, but why not?
Matriarch essence assimilated. Swarm perfectly adapted to fight in flash freeze storms.
There we go.
Flash freeze will be here soon. We should wait for a flash freeze before attacking this heavily fortified location.
You're right. When you're right, you're right. But my army is pretty unbeatable at the moment. And I think we can steamroll these guys.
Flash freeze is here.
The swarm hungers.
And this is just a kind of a preemptive base. The real fight is down here.
You have my attention.
Nice. They're getting them from the high ground. And while we're just like aggressively pushing, we should still be spreading creep. It's not that relevant right now because we're really just about to win. But in other missions, it could very well be relevant. Our ability to spread creep while we're engaged in fights.
Flash freeze.
Love that our Zerglings can take that shortcut.
Out with it.
Get in there, guys. We didn't make a lot of banelings again. Should have made some. Especially once we had the money.
The spires have fallen. Retreat!
The Protoss expedition will be unable to contact Shakuras.
Now they have to deal with us.
Well done. Let's see what the objectives are. Destroy 20 unfrozen enemy structures. We definitely did that. And complete the harvest of screams in 15 minutes. That's pretty fast, 15 minutes. That basically means you just don't even care. You just attack.
We captured a prisoner in the wastes and subdued her, my queen. She says she is a researcher.
I didn't order you to take prisoners.
Abathur requested it. He wants to dissect her.
What's the point? He won't be able to use Protoss genetic material.
He likes to try.
Actually, keep her alive for now. I might find a use for her.
You
Poor
have
Lasara.
awakened new abilities, my queen. If you wish, you can activate them now.
And our new abilities are one of the best things
Your power
that we're going to
level has
use.
increased. A new tier of abilities has awakened.
Another 60 life and 4 damage. So, I mean, we're rocking pretty hard. And we're finally going to have a use for our energy. And I'm going to go with spawn banelings, guys. Kerrigan spawns 6 banelings with timed life. So, they are like a summon. But they're going to have all the characteristics of our Baneling upgrades. They're going to heal us, they're going to split into a bunch of Banelings, and they're essentially free. A 30-second cooldown is nothing. And they're going to be kind of the Banelings of our army. They don't count towards our unit cap. The other option we've gone over before is Wild Mutation, which is also incredibly powerful and honestly more game-breaking than spawn Banelings. You just basically attack, and as soon as you attack, you cast Wild Mutation, and you just win. You just win the fight. Spawn Banelings for me feels a little bit more cool. I don't know. So that's the one I'm going to go with. And I love the synergies that it has with our forces. So back that up. And let's check out the hatchery here, which is no longer frozen, you'll notice.
Nefash's brood lives again within the swarm.
When the Protoss struck, she fell back to prepared positions in the ice valleys. The Protoss had to hunt her down.
She was intelligent, careful, and tenacious, but she made one mistake. She ran away.
Talk to Zagara.
I have always wished to feel Protoss bones snapping in my claws. May I?
No, Zagara.
Surely you do not think to show mercy?
Violence is a tool. I use it when I have to, but a leader uses the right tool for the job.
This is a Terran way to think. The Zerg do not use tools at all.
To a leader, everything and everybody is a tool.
It's exactly like what I was saying earlier. Yeah, she's a tool, and so is everything else to her as a leader. Talk to Lasara.
What are your people doing here?
We study this moon to see if its rotation can be altered, its climate improved. Do you understand? We are only colonists, and you are killing us.
Yes. And if I let you live, you'll call your Golden Armada and they will kill me.
Kill thousands to save yourself. Is that how you justify this?
I justify nothing. There is no moral high ground here. Your people have killed billions of Zerg. We are all covered in blood. There may be more on my hands than yours, but in the end we are both killers.
Perhaps. I will say one race is a bit more mindless than the other, though. Figure out the evolution pit. Check out our roaches, and we can give them some mutations. Let's see which ones are available. So, first one. Let me see if I can pronounce this. Hydriotic Bile? Hydriotic, perhaps? Gains 8 damage versus light units, and increase of 50%. Just makes them way more effective versus infantry type stuff. Base composition of roach acidic saliva identical to that of Xantar slug. Highly corrosive. Can alter chemical compound. Systematically evolve bile duct membranes. Force production of hydriotic bile. Upon contact will melt tissue, flesh, bone, dissolve poorly armed foes. Next would be adaptive... Man, my brain, guys. Adaptive plating. Gains 3 armor when Roach's life is under 50%. I like this just because it's a passive. It's not something I actively have to worry about, just like the increase in damage. Roach Carapace effective. Improvement difficult. Requires redesign. Alternate carapace structure. Can use modular plates to protect Roach, provide equivalent defense. When Roach wounded, adaptive plates react to blood flow, thicken, ensure survival. And then tunneling claws. Roach can move at full speed while burrowed. This is awesome. I don't find too much use for this, but it's still a pretty awesome ability, being able to move while burrowed. You can set up really cool like ambush style attacks. Can enhance Roach utility. Several key evolutions. Able to evolve tunneling claws. Series of spiracles lining carapace. Will allow Roach to tear through terrain while burrowed. Draw additional nutrients from soil. Combination provides strategic advantage. And it gives them even faster life regeneration. I'm going to go with the adaptive plating for now. We might end up changing that in the future. But the purpose of roaches in my army is usually something of a tank-like unit. They are ranged. And your aberrations are really your tank units. But roaches are kind of like a backline tank unit for me. And especially once you get some armor upgrades on them, there's a point where they have like 6 or 7 armor, and they're so hard to kill. Let's talk to Abathur.
Tell me about your work.
Look at flesh, see only potential. Strands, sequences, twisting, separating, joining. See how it could be better. Eat flesh, splinter bone. Inside me can touch it, weave it, spin it, make it great.
But not perfect?
Never perfect. Perfection goal that changes, never stops moving. Can chase, cannot catch.
That's a pretty deep
You
philosophical
certainly have your uses.
thing he just said. Pretty sure they took that from somewhere. I just can't remember the name of the book I think that's taken from. Alright, let's go to our next mission. We're gonna do one more.
The Protoss still seek to warn Shakuras of our presence. They are preparing to send shuttles through their warp network to Shakuras.
And we are super dangerous now. And this mission is normally pretty hard if you come here first. But Kerrigan's levels are going to make her very powerful. And we're going to unlock finally the Hydralisk. See what I can do. Ranged units are effective at focusing their attacks on a single target. Take advantage of this when you need to destroy something quickly.
The Protoss are preparing shuttles for launch.
A warp conduit. I sense millions of Protoss mines on the other side. Shakuras! If a single shuttle passes through, they can alert Shakuras to our presence.
Should we destroy it then?
No, they would detect that. Our only choice is to stop their shuttles from reaching the conduit. Nefash's Hydralisks. Abathur, assimilate their essence into the swarm.
Hydralisk reconstituted can morph from larva.
I need more Hydralisks to destroy these shuttles.
And we're going to get them. Getting Hydralisk is the name of the game here. What army, what forces do I have already? Upgrade that.
Acquire more minerals.
There's not much time.
Let's go ahead. We need to spread our creep. And I've played this mission many a time. I know there's another base pretty damn close to me.
Speak quickly.
Some extra Hydralisk here we can come and free up.
Who asked you?
My queen, the Protoss have launched a shuttle. It is en route to a warp conduit.
Not if I have anything to say about it. We will bring down that shuttle.
Yep, and they're going right where we
This
expect
world
them to
is
go.
mine.
But there's another one here.
Push ahead.
Another one of those locations that we're going to have to defend.
Spawn more overlords.
Here.
Get going.
We must place that on creep. We require more minerals.
Alright, let's come out here and be a bit proactive.
Spawn more overlords.
We need overlords.
What is it now?
And there's no reason we need to like sit all the way back. We can move forward a bit. There might even be some extra Hydralisk for us to pick up.
Push ahead.
Somewhere around here.
Let's get this over with.
Protoss shuttles have 1,000 HP. And we'll make sure we follow that and attack it as best we can. We could use a queen.
You have my attention. Out with it. The swarm never rests.
Could use a queen mostly because I'd like to spread more creep.
Swarm hungers.
More creep faster. And we've kind of bought ourselves some extra time here. Let's go see if it's possible for me to make a move on this other base location. There's my queen. There you are. Let's put down a tumor there.
Mutation complete.
Speak quickly.
Okay.
There's not much time.
Any additional anything here? So check this out.
My queen.
Look how busted that is.
Protoss were gathering biological samples and storing them in these stasis chambers.
We'll
Back
destroy
it
the
up.
chambers and take the biomass if we can.
We're gonna lose our queen. That sucks.
The hive cluster is
Engage the hive directly.
Damn.
Ourselves must break through.
I attacked that group at the exact wrong time.
Never leave this ball of ice.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I'm gonna lose a lot of stuff here for no reason. Yeah, losing 2 spore crawlers at this point. It's healing my buildings, though.
The swarm never rests. What is it now? Out with it.
Alright, we're good for the moment.
There's not much time.
I'm trying to push towards this extra base over here.
You have my attention.
Let's go do that.
The Protoss launched another shuttle. This one is accompanied by a fighter escort.
You cannot stop us all, Kerrigan.
You're right.
Our forces are under attack. More overlords.
Alright.
This hive cluster now belongs to the
Perfect.
swarm.
Nice and early.
Spawn more overlords.
Nice and early. Let's also make sure we include this one. Let's bring her over here, so that way she can heal. And spreading this creep is vital to making sure that we have the ability to move very quickly over this map.
This world is mine.
Let's see. You could use 4 more of these. Let's set your rally point for them there. And I want to protect this. I want to hold this. Let's build up.
What is it now?
A Protoss shuttle has reached the warp conduit. It must be destroyed before it jumps out of the system.
I must have had a misclick here, because that thing should have been dead already. Okay, let's also get some more
We require more minerals.
some more overlords.
Mutation.
The Protoss are mobilizing an assault on our hive cluster.
This world
Alright,
is
did I just intercept it on accident? I think so.
Get going.
Nope, here it is. That's another thing.
Push ahead.
I have so much vision because of these creep tumors. I can see them way far out.
Our forces. The hive cluster is under attack.
Let's take a couple of these. I just need 3. We'll get that going. Make some more hydralisks. Let's come over here and get that essence we were looking at earlier.
We require more minerals.
This is a huge
Forces are under attack.
spot for resources.
The swarm hungers.
Get this stasis chamber unlocked.
Who asked you?
Large quantities of biomass. Good to have. Can use to improve swarm.
The Protoss have launched another shuttle. It is bearing towards an unknown location.
They're bringing more warp conduits online. I sense 2 more activating.
Are under attack.
Push ahead.
By taking these out now, we're making it so that they can't slow my advance.
Who asked you?
I can sit right here now and get the shuttle as it comes in. I need to individually use this one. Make some more overlords. Let's get the upgrades there.
Quickly.
They're coming with another attack force. Let's get her in the front.
Get going. The swarm hungers. The swarm never rests.
Gotta love that.
This world is mine.
Now they have an escort. We need more hydralisks, really.
We require more minerals.
Nothing stands in my way. Speak quickly.
Okay. And one thing you can do... Let's go ahead and make sure we got a second upgrade going. You know what? Let's
We require
make
more
2, I guess. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. 2 more. I want to make some defensive stuff here. That way I don't have to be everywhere at once.
Who asked you?
I think that should be safe. Another creep tumor there. And what I didn't mean to build that aberration, but let's get some overlords, fine. But what I really wanted to build was ooh, 3 hydralisks. A bunch of zerglings. I need them because they no, I accidentally right-clicked my dude.
Push ahead.
Okay, that was an accident.
Get going.
I need zerglings because I need them for my reconstitution. Which isn't relevant quite yet, but it will be. Get you. Let's get you. Let's take 2 of you. Get them up there. Actually, let's get another one.
Yes?
Alright, and we've liberated this location. Come over here and take out that essence spot.
The swarm never
Definitely bring the banelings with us. It's gonna help a lot.
The Protoss are launching shuttles from a new base.
Well, that makes things a little more complicated.
And let's get just a few more defensive stuff here. Yeah, they're going towards that other spot.
Who asked you? Another chamber destroyed. What were the Protoss doing with all this biomass? The swarm never rests.
Take out this next spot. See how they heal up that aberration? It's so good.
I am sensing a Protoss psionic matrix. Your forces are nearing the enemy's base.
Speak.
Yep, and you can destroy it too if you're good enough. I've definitely done it before. But we need zerglings. Lots and lots of zerglings. Alright, this is an annoying spot to have a carrier because we can't reach it.
Get going. This world is mine. The swarm hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's destroy what we can. Summon some more banelings.
Speak quickly.
So we can crush this little recruitment location they have. Get a couple queens, sure. Yeah, we only have, our unit supply cap right now is not even done. But we are kind of mining out our minerals quickly.
There's not much time.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Are they really? We'll take them out.
Mineral field depleted.
Ah. Kind of annoying. I didn't expect that right off the bat. Let's also get a what are we missing here? We don't have a roach warren.
You have my attention.
Go, go, go! I didn't realize I was disengaged.
Speak quickly.
But here's another base we can easily take if that's something we want to do. We are doing great. Let's put one of those there. You should have turned into one of those. Alright. We don't necessarily want to go up there. Let's just get our last level.
That's the last stasis chamber.
This base, however, will destroy.
Consume. Improve swarm.
The Protoss are launching 2 sets of shuttles. Tenacious bastards.
Let's get as many as we can get, and then we'll just get a bunch of overlords next.
What is it now?
Okay. So, we don't need this entire force. Let's send some of them here. To intercept that one, and then we'll send these guys here. Nice, they exploded on death and just healed up my entire, like, force. The other group will stay here and destroy this shuttle.
Our forces are under attack.
Good stuff. So what I'm trying to do is get my creep up here.
Forces are under attack.
Make sure that goes down first. That's the most important thing. The carrier and all that can go down after.
What is it now?
Let's intercept this attack force as well. We can make a couple roaches.
Mineral field depleted.
You have my attention.
Okay.
Get going.
Don't know what these two dudes are doing here.
Push ahead.
Annoying aircraft carrier inbound. Come over here, we gotta destroy this. Or it'll wreak havoc on my base for a while. Push this. Push that.
Forces are under attack.
Boy, that's annoying. Alright, let's attack their base. Perfect. Just get them on the right spot.
Our forces are under attack.
We're in it. Get those banelings.
Out with it.
Those storms are pretty brutal. But we're going to re-assimilate a lot of those units. Got to make sure that a large portion of our forces are always made up of Hydralisks, or else we just won't have the anti-air.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral.
Make some more banelings.
The Protoss have launched more shuttles.
One shuttle through the conduit, and you will feel the might of the Golden Armada.
Alright, you're getting a little ahead of yourselves, guys. Y'all need to chill out.
Speak quickly. There's not much time. Push ahead.
But yeah, you're really not even supposed to do this, or even perhaps not even be able to do this.
This world
Let's
is
back up
mine.
here. We got our Hydralisks. Go get them.
What is it now? Let's get this over with.
Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable command. Mineral field depleted.
Let's take this out. Hydralisks,
This
do your
world
work.
is mine.
Keep the creep moving in some direction.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright. Do we have drones that aren't doing anything? We have a lot, actually. Okay. And let's build 2 of these. Doesn't have to be
What is
pretty,
it
it just
now?
has to work.
You have my attention.
Alright, let's go up here and attack. And as we lose drone supply, we're going to gain supply for our army.
Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
The swarm hungers. There's not much time. Out with it.
And we can actually kill the docking bay. And they won't even be able to send anything from
A
here.
launch bay has been destroyed. The Protoss will be forced to launch their shuttles from the remaining bays.
Pretty sick.
This world is mine.
We've got a ramp we can come down now. Get in there, homies. a bit caught up here.
The Protoss have launched more shuttles.
It's all good. Because we are right here to intercept at least one of them.
Another Protoss launch bay has been destroyed.
There's only 2 waves remaining.
The swarm hungers.
I think this is enough to kill it, but I'm actually not sure. It has me a bit worried.
Warning, your forces are approaching the enemy's base.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Nothing stands in my way.
Our forces are under attack.
Try your hardest, Hydralisk. Yeah, it's, I mean, that's it for that.
Yes?
We can go destroy the last one.
Push ahead.
We might even be able to get it before the final wave. That's insane. I don't think I've ever done that before. Of course, my Zerglings are going to use that cliff. Let them do their work. They're going to get melted by these storms and such. Some of our units are going in a poor direction.
Yes? Let's get this over with.
Gotta break in.
Nothing stands in my way.
Get some more aberrations. Ooh, I'm almost out of minerals. Well, that makes sense.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Out with it. Let's get this over with.
Keep summoning.
There's not much time. Get going.
We can just. Oh, we almost did it.
The Protoss have launched a mothership.
They must be using it to cloak shuttles.
All launch bays have been destroyed. The Protoss are crippled.
The swarm never
And
rests.
that's it. With crazy, you know,
That's
ruthlessness.
the warp conduits are useless to them now.
You've done it, my queen. The Protoss threat is removed.
Nothing is done. Until they are all dead.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. And we finally got the last of the achievements. Which one was it? Extreme Nexism? I don't know, but we knocked him out. Go ahead and continue. And it lets you see the power of the Baneling summon. It's pretty awesome. Talk to Isha. We'll talk to everyone and then we'll call it a day.
Our scouts report a large Protoss ship on the other side of the moon.
The interstellar ship that used to travel here.
It is not yet ready for launch, but it will be before we can get to it.
They're tenacious. I'll give them that. But I am ready for this.
It's Lasara.
You do not have to do this. You could leave. Be away from this moon before the Golden Armada arrives.
I can't run. I know that now. My enemies will never stop coming for me. All I can do is fight.
Then there will never be peace.
Peace?
She has a very, like, Zerg mindset. Like, destroy, evolve. So we picked up some levels here. Just see what kind of increases we're expecting. 20 life, 1 damage. And we actually get an armor now, which is nice. That's something we didn't have before. That's why she was so squishy despite all of her, her HP pool. We can visit the evolution pit. Nice, and we can mutate our Hydralisk as well. Let's do that. So, first option, Frenzy. When Frenzy is activated, the Hydralisk gains plus 50% attack speed for 15 seconds. Cooldown 30 seconds. This is incredibly strong. It does a lot of damage. It's very similar to, like, stem for Marines. It's easy to forget to use, though, and my compositions are usually pretty diverse. So sometimes this isn't the best option for me, but I have used this before, and it's powerful. Hydra's aggression inhibited by cerebral cortex can enable hive mind to trigger impulses directly. Upon command, attacks frenzy for a limited period. Cortex requires recovery time after use. Limbic system fragile. The next would be the ancillary carapace. Gains 20%, or actually 20%. My brain keeps jumping ahead to this next area. Gains plus 20 maximum life and increase of 25%. Hydra's carapace evolved primarily for offensive role, thin, hollow. Allows for increased movement potential at cost of fragile structure. Possible to evolve ancillary carapace, redundant plating. Will increase protection, hinder exoskeletal rupture. I like this. Once again, it's a strong passive. The longer your Hydralisks live, the more damage they do. So in a way, it's a tiny like DPS increase. It's a way to think about it. But it's also a way to protect your investments, which are very expensive. And the other, which I like a lot as well, is the attack range increase, the groove spines. Because the Hydralisks can get caught just behind, you know, your forces like we've been talking about. And they're basically useless if they can't reach. So spine projectile effective. Few alterations made since assimilation of Slothian urticating bristles. I don't know those words. Groove spines, common evolution on battlefield, can be introduced directly into Hydralisk template. Will increase aerodynamic properties of spines, allow Hydralisks to attack distant foes. This is a great upgrade to them. It's only, I think it's a 1. I think they're getting 1 extra range, but I think it's relevant, and we're gonna stick with that for now. We can always go back to giving them the extra HP or frenzy if we want to test it.
Did I ever give you humans to experiment on?
Yes, very bad. Primitive structures, minimal biological adaptability.
You know I was Terran.
Rare Terran individuals, high psionic potential, overcome flawed origins.
From now on, we won't be doing any more experiments on humans.
Am pleased to know it.
He's just like, I don't care. But alright guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Our next mission, we can check it out.
The Protoss have launched a vessel from the dark side of KALDIR. We are still able to sense its presence, but time is running short.
It's an interesting mission, Enemy Within. We're gonna look forward to it next time, guys. I'm Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.